How many times you've gotten to a club into VIP for free when some ugly chicks had to pay full price?
Is that my fault?
No. I've asked how many times it happened before you go down that path.
I mean, plenty of times in Miami.
Exactly, but that's not fair, is it?
Well, please don't forget I'm not from here.
But that's not the point, ma'am. That's not fair, is it?
I also don't care about those things.
But so you only care about fairness when it doesn't benefit you.
I just don't go to clubs that often.
But that's not the point. I asked you, how many times you've gone to a club where you got in free where ugly chicks or less attractive chicks had to pay? And you know that's happened. You didn't say, excuse me, sir. Even though I'm attractive, I demand that you charge me full price. That's fair, right?
Life isn't fair.
Well, if that's the case, you accept it in the sexual marketplace, too.
It doesn't mean I have to accept other people's bullshit.
No. Well, see, the thing is, ma'am, what you've proven, you're okay with the double standards that benefit you. But the ones you don't like, you use sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right to deflect and dismiss guys who are normally intimidated by this thing.
So I get on stage, right?
Never! This with me like never ending. What is she talking about? Money, crazy.
So I just learned how to twerk, and I asked my grandma if she wants to judge my twerking. She was like, no, go read the Bible. So I'm done reading the Bible now. So please rate my twerking 1 out of 10. Be honest. Let me know in the comments down below. $1 million pussy. $1 million pussy.
You guys, I'm done. I slept with it in. With the glue on, I slept. Oh, that was fine. It hurts. It hurts, and it won't come out. Ew. Let's swish some water around. We're gonna swish some water around like you guys told me to. Okay. Oh? Well, I'll be damned. What?
Girl Summer, use this sound.
And I got a few bodies up under my belt. Oh. I can hear the streets, girl.
I can never help but laugh when people try to come for me when I tell them I'm a Hooters girl, but I'm going to tell you why I've been a Hooters girl, and I'll be a Hooters girl till I can't be a Hooters girl anymore.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. Like, sir, you're courting me, you're dating me, like, you should be paying for the date. I don't pay for dates, so what are we doing here? Why would you ask me on a date if you're not gonna pay for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know you don't want to look at my crusty nails, and my nails are never crusty because I'm a model, so I have to get my nails done for shoots, and I usually upkeep my nails once every 2 weeks, so you got to be able to afford my nails to be done once every 2 weeks. You just have to date me. Honestly, when it comes to hair, I have like that wash and go hair, but still products are expensive. Like my conditioners, my leave-ins, my detanglers, my co-washes, like hair is expensive. So I'm going to need you to front the bill on that. You know, like you need to help me out. Now, if you guys don't already know, Ubers are a given, a must. Like I do not pay for my transportation to these dates. You must get my Uber. That is just the standard. I don't like looking like a bush monkey, so waxing is a given. I feel like nobody wants to see that. So, yeah, you got my wax, right? You got my wax. Now, further down the line, I'm not talking about the first few dates, but eventually you're gonna have to pay my rent. Like, girls got bills to pay, and I am too feminine to like pay for myself. So, I mean, I do that now, but like, if I'm with you, why would I pay for my own bills? Ugh. Now here.
What I want for Christmas is a pink Bentley.
It's kind of unfair to blame women these days for having a higher body count because we were kind of told that, oh, it's great, it's okay. Also, find it to be kind of juvenile. I mean, if a guy asked me my body count, I would be like, how old are you? Like, it should not matter. It's not.
Well, if he wanted a serious relationship with you and wanted a marriage with you, I mean, it's statistically, the marriage success rate goes down the toilet, and 50% of marriages in the United States end in divorce, and 80% of those are initiated by women, which is directly correlated to if you have slept with more people and you have more bodies on your record, you're more likely to get a divorce. So I don't think it's unfair for a man to ask, hey, how many men have you been with in the past? Because that's going to impact him in his future too.
Your friend told you he loved you and took your virginity 3 days after he cheated on you.
3, 2, 1.
This is just a PSA that if you think you're the only girl he's talking to, you're not. Even if he says good morning, good night, doesn't mean he cares. Even if he asks you what your favorite color is and about yourself and all this stuff, doesn't mean he cares. Even if he sleeps in the same bed as you almost every day, doesn't mean he cares. Even if you give him baths and make him food and make him lunches and all this stuff, and he says he's so thankful for you and he says you're amazing and you're just perfect and everything about you is amazing and perfect, he's lying and he doesn't fucking care and he has 20 other hoes. Athletes are fucking whores. And if they say that you're the only girl they're talking to, that you're the only girl he calls baby, baby cake, sweetie, honey, sweet pea, whatever the fuck, you're not. He's not. You're not the only one. He's lying. Just point of the story is don't trust anyone and don't give yourself to everybody because not everybody deserves it. That's it.
Wow, this dumb bee actually had a relationship with what sounds like a pro athlete. Yet her dumbass fumbled the bag because she couldn't handle the fact that he was exercising his options. That's the price to pay being with an athlete sweet cheeks. Do you think when he's in a different city staying the night, he's playing tic-tac-toe in the hotel room with his teammates? A bunch of thoughts in that city are going to DM him to meet up. So of course he's going to smash a Harlow, and he can meet 3 in a row that night. He's going to enjoy the fruits of his labor, because why not? I'm sorry to pop your bubble, but you're not that special. Yeah, you look good, but your personality is as basic as a blow-up doll. Social media has gassed up these attractive thoughts so much that they think that not only they deserve a 1% man, but they deserve for him to be 100% loyal. Only virgin 8s, 9s, and 10s deserve that. The rest, especially thoughts, deserve what you get. You're replaceable. He's not. Stop acting like he's the addiction to your life because in reality, you're an accessory to his. And if you lucked out to get the girlfriend treatment from a pro athlete, shut the hell up and enjoy the top spot, wench. Before we go any further with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Anarian, who said, "How the fuck did my wife steal me from American women when they never wanted me to begin with?" I think these women knew that you truly brought some value, but they did not want to admit it. Good job, my guy. So please, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It could be the funniest, the most liked, or one that moved me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you could be tomorrow's winner. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, because the support helps out the channel a ton. So now let's get right back into the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever.
Top comment with over 50,000 likes says, Y'all still ain't learned by now. Someone responds, some people love purely and don't play games. That's a load of BS. As I've said this many times, modern women, especially thoughts, would cheat on good men just to get the chance to be cheated on Chad and Tyrone, which is why you should never feel sorry for them. For every time they get screwed over or get played by a top tier man, there's a wake of broken men they've done the same thing to. And it seems like these bedwenches only love purely for players, because they'll stay in a toxic relationship with someone who treats them like a hole in the wall, longer than a great relationship with a great man. That's why you can't be romantic with these thoughts, because their women parts have become numb to all the trains of men that have been all up in them, so can't feel traditional love. Another thought comments, I just expect it at this point, honestly. Yeah, she only wants to chase the bad boys because she hopes one of her toxic relationships will be the winning lotto ticket. She hopes that one Chad or Tyrone for some reason thinks she's not like every other basic thought out there, and decides to be loyal to her and become successful with her by his side. Wow, another thought comments, and if he moves you into his home, pays for everything, spends every minute together, kisses you every morning, doesn't mean he cares. That's called a relationship because there's commitment and it absolutely means he cares. No man would move in a side piece or a screw buddy who he'll kick out 5 seconds after he busted a nut. And 304s need to check their ego, because if a man they wanted took care of them like that, as long as he doesn't get anyone pregnant or make cheating obvious, they should be thankful to be his main girl. This is the price of being in a relationship with a top dog, the chief, the king, the captain, the tribe leader. A lot of women are going to be interested in him. That comes with territory, because 304s want the benefits of being with the baller, but not the consequences of him being a player.
If you're a woman frustrated with today's hookup culture, I'm reading this article right now called The Dating Apocalypse from Vanity Fair, and this part of it has just completely blown my mind. For young women, the problem in navigating sexuality and relationships is still gender inequality. Young women complain that young men still have the power to decide when something's going to be serious and when something is not. They can go, she's girlfriend material, she's hookup material. There's still a pervasive double standard. We need to puzzle out why women have made more strides in the public arena than in the private arena. Basically, this has made me think about the reason why it is so difficult to date as a woman is because everything, all of the control of the relationship is in the man's hands. Right? Because the man is expected to initiate the dates. The man is expected to be the one to be like, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend. Everything is expected from the man. He's the one that's supposed to text you. You're the one waiting for him to text you. You're the one waiting for him to decide if he wants to take you on a second date. It's never the woman's decision to be like, oh, I want to take this guy that I just saw at the bar on a date, and then I want to take him on a second date, and then I want to take him on a third date, and then I want to ask him to be my boyfriend. That's just not a thing. Now, a lot of men will say, oh, I want a woman to come up to me and ask me out, but that's not, I can tell you from experience, that is a turnoff to men. Men want to be the chasers. And so because men are the chasers, they're the ones benefiting from hookup culture because they are the ones that can dictate oh, I want this relationship to be on my terms and this is what I want out of it and this is who I want. And the part about public arenas versus private arenas, in terms of their careers, women have made progress. They're getting more equal pay. There are more women business owners, CEOs. So women are making decisions in business, but they're still not the ones making decisions in their own private lives and their relationships. So until somehow society accepts women initiating and leading the entire relationship, women will always be kind of meekly waiting for their Prince Charming in a little castle with their hair sticking out the window.
What this bedwench doesn't understand is that women can control their status of being either hookup or relationship status by closing her legs. Also, sleeping around isn't a relationship. It's destroying their chances to be in a relationship by telling the men they're only for fun. But baby girl, you're a feminist, boss lady. If you want the so-called control, then you try to make your man your boyfriend or husband. Why does the man have to do it if you believe in equality? Oh, that's right, because the men you chose wouldn't want to be chosen by you, yet alone because you chose for an LTR or marriage. Nothing is stopping you from choosing a male simp to marry. They'll be happy to take your last name and wear the wedding dress. I thought you believed in equality. Top comment. An attractive woman on a dating app has hundreds of men that want to date her. She's choosing who she wants to date. Exactly, and I bet there are a ton of offers for commitment off the bat, just based on the 304's looks. And the feminist thought in the video responds, who she wants to hook up with. I shit you not, you can't make this shit up. And that's why she's single and no one's choosing her, because she gives up the cheeks on the first night. Dude responds, serious relationships are mostly burden on the men. I guess that's why we are picky about it. No offense, but dating women is often like having a pet. Exactly, it's the man's reputation that's on the line. Also, his resources including current, past, and future earnings that he's risking if he signs a 304 retirement plan, also known as a marriage license. So of course, he's going to be super picky on who he decides to risk that for. And as the male commenter points out, women can be like pets, so at least dogs are genuinely happy to be with you, unlike these entitled brats. A red pill comment. Well ladies, just try to make an average dude profile on your favorite dating platform, then come back after you get 10 matches. Couldn't have said it better. These feminists have no clue on how hard it is to be an average man, and that's average. Imagine being super short or below average in looks, or dirt poor. Life can be extremely brutal for the bottom percentile of men, and then add most of the institutions being against these men for being just men. And it's only for many reasons why boys and men are more likely to delete themselves. Especially if they're raised by feminists and single moms and taught to simp to women and idolize them, because their moms told them that women would love it, only never to get love back and be used for money and their time. That's why feminists and single mom sons either go postal or mutilate themselves to become trans. Another red pill comment. A lot of people refuse to acknowledge the basic math that underlies this stuff. If a large population of women pursue a small population of guys, then MGTOW is winning when thoughts and feminist videos are full of red pill aware comments. This will wake up more men. It's like a nuclear explosion of truth. One man tells two men, then those two tell three each, and the chain reaction gets bigger and bigger. These chicks are mad that these Chads and Tyrones aren't committing to them and have the power. If they lowered their own standards, then they can be the ones who chose to be in a relationship with.
He got set up. Here's what the evidence suggests happened. Mel Tucker was interested in Brenda Tracy. Brenda Tracy was interested in Mel Tucker. They engaged in a consensual, private relationship. This idea that they were somehow in a work relationship is not true. She was a vendor. She spoke one time. As soon as Mel Tucker tried to cut this thing off, she went public in an effort to get him fired. She was vindictive. She was a woman scorned. That's what the data reflects, in my opinion. Are you telling me that Michigan State is within their rights to terminate an $80 million contract because he engaged in consensual phone sex? I think it's a bad precedent. The idea being that you're going to investigate every private relationship that your coach is engaged in, and if somebody decides retroactively they didn't like a phone call, that you're going to terminate an $80 million contract as a result. This is a joke.
Mel was a coach who, if he lost every game, would get the full $90 million contract, but he threw that away because he simped, especially for a broken chick. He's a walking black flag. As her claim to fame was, she got violated by another man. I don't know if it's true or not, and she turned her victimhood into a speaking indoctrination gig. This college coach brought her in to lecture his players about not assaulting women, basically distracting them with BS. Male college athletes who are in the peak of their physical prime are more likely to get advances by thoughts than the other way around. If you go to most college parties, it's the athletes who are the ones mainly getting laid. So Mel played Captain Savaho, and then I guess developed a relationship with her, while he was married. She suckered him in, and it worked, but she bit the hand that fed him. Out of all the thoughts who Mel chose to cheat with or try to pursue, he chose the one with the loudest mouth, the one that needs perpetual victimhood to make a living. But like I said, she bit the hand that fed her with BS, and now no college is going to pay for her feminist speeches. She's out of a gig, and Mel doesn't get the rest of the contract because I think they have a clause that if he violates professional conduct or harassment, he breaches the contract and it becomes null and void. But his career is over. No matter how in the wrong she is, no one is going to hire a man who can't control himself around thoughts. Comment claimed, plus she deleted her text messages with him. Yeah, looks like she set him up and maybe even tried to extort him for money. That's why you never help these thoughts out, because if they really needed help and have no one else to turn to, that means they burned all their bridges, which means they screwed over all the men they knew. And probably all the men they knew as well. These good-looking females get handouts for nothing. They've lived life on easy mode. Why help them out when there's so many other people more deserving? Stop simping. Another comment claimed she gets like $10,000 a speech. When she called him to get booked for another speech, he ignored her calls. He was messing with her bag and she got mad. No doubt she used her looks to get the gig. There are successful CEOs who don't make $10,000 per speech, and this thought gets it lecturing to athletes about feminist nonsense. So Mel should get fired for that because that's a waste of money. Chick who sounds like a lawyer says, if he hired her to speak, it's a work relationship. Number of times she spoke is irrelevant. He violated the company morality clause. Yeah, sounds like he screwed himself by hiring her. So any type of romantic conduct can be considered harassment at least, and SA. I can't say what SA means because YouTube will censor this video, but you all know that if a woman claimed Me Too or any type of Me Too at work, it's the man who will get fired ASAP, no questions asked. I'm not a lawyer, but this type of act or code of conduct which embarrasses the university looks to be a slam dunk for the uni. These contracts specifically say that the coach is the representative of the university. If there are any lawyers in the comments section, please let us know your thoughts about this type of case. Moral of the story? Don't simp, go MGTOW.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.